Welcome back to the Leicester City Women's Wrap-Up Show. Unfortunately, James can't make it today. He has a job unlike me, so he's busy doing other stuff. But we have a super special guest that I'm super excited about. She was the first one to score for us this season. We've got Charlie Devlin on the show. Charlie, how are you today?
Hey everyone. Hi, Han, you're right.
I'm good, thank you. I'm so excited that you're finally on the show and right before Sunday too, so it's even better.
Yeah, it's going to be a big week.
It's going to be a big one, and we're definitely going to talk about it because I know you're a United fan, so...
Yeah, I am.
So just kind of start things off, like I mentioned, you scored the first goal this season for Leicester City, and you're now a league champion. How does all of that feel?
It feels mad. Like, it feels crazy. Obviously, on the day, everyone was asking me, how do you feel? And I was just literally like, I don't know. Like, it's crazy. It's getting goosebumps at the stadium and that. But obviously, like, Jonathan signed me and was like, I want to get promotion, this, that, and the other. And then obviously, I've believed in him. He's believed in me. And then, well, we got promotion. So it's good, man. It feels good.
And this is your second time getting promotion with the club. So how does it, kind of comparing back to then when you did do that with Manchester United to now, how did it feel lifting that trophy a second time?
This one felt better. I think just because I was more involved in
Yeah.
the team and you know, like, it's good winning, but if you're not really as much as a influential player as I feel like I was this season, then when I was at United, then you know. And I think when you get a bit older, you appreciate trophies a bit more than when I was at United and I was like 20, 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I completely understand that. And then looking, you kind of mentioned how you feel like you definitely are more involved and have more of an impact. You absolutely do, because you're one of those players that we always mention on the show. And when we saw you go out injured that one game, we were all like, oh no, like, this is not good. We can't miss Charlie. So just speaking about those performances and the trophy lift as well, your performance against Charlton was insane. Your assist to Flint for that first goal, we were talking about it on the show for like ever, because we're like, oh my God, how did you went through basically everyone in the opposition. How did you do that?
How did I do that? I don't know really. I just kind of got the ball and just thought, do you know what? I'm just gonna see what you're about. And then I just got the ball, ran, carried on running into the box, and then I just had a look up, seen Tash. I knew where the girls were gonna be because we practiced it in training. We've got the front post, the middle spot, the back post. So I sort of we don't really look up as like when we're delivering because we know where everyone's supposed to be, and if you're there, you know, it's a success. But no, like it was just a mad. I don't know. It was a mad game. Like obviously, nerves were there, and like obviously playing at the King Power, it's just a mad experience. I thought Jonathan and McConey were just like, "You've got to enjoy it. You've got to express yourself." And I thought, do you know what? In front of Charlton, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, that's sort of what happened on the day.
Yeah, absolutely. It was an insane performance from you. I think you got man of the match from most of us on the post-match show because it was just so good. And you mentioned that it was at the King Power. So how did it feel playing at the King Power for you?
Do you know what? Yeah, you don't actually realise how beautiful it is till you're actually there and you're looking around and you're thinking, wow, like the men actually play here. Like, and like we were watching that clips on like this TV screen, like above the pitch. So like when you do an assist or when you score, you can literally walk back and see your assist or your goal. And it was just like, imagine if there was like loads of fans there and everyone was screaming. Like no wonder like the fans are so important in the men's game. So it was just a like unreal experience, and that if we had fans, it would have been so sick.
Yeah, I hope that I'm able to make it next season. And I hope I can get on a plane because I haven't seen the King Power yet, and everyone keeps talking about how beautiful it is. I'm like, I have to get out there.
No, you have to come, Han. It's not a joke. You have to come.
Next season, fingers crossed. I have to start saving money like right now because when we had Matt Piper, sorry,
how much is it to get a flight over here?
Oh my goodness, I have no idea. I want to say it's in the thousands, probably Canadian dollars. I don't know about there. I don't know currency.
I'll sell my boots or something.
No, I'll save money. Don't worry about me. I would feel so bad.
My boots would be worth like 50 quid, but 50 quid closer to
I was actually going to ask you about your boots because you have like those Adidas, is it the X-Men ones?
Yeah.
I saw you post on your Instagram story so many times about them. I was like, I don't blame her. Those are nice boots.
I mean, thanks. I'm glad you like them because everyone was like, "What are they?" And I was thinking, "Well, I like them, so."
I
Well,
like the when it's like unique and just not a bland color. That's what
I
is
just
makes
seen
it
it.
cool.
Like, my friend was like, "Oh, like, do you want these boots? Like, they're just weird, bit of you." I was like, "Do you know what? Yeah, let's do it." And then I was gonna wear them at the King Power, but the stud, it was studs, and the ground kept getting wet, so I was like, "I need to wear studs," and I had to put my black boots on. But I
Mm.
was fuming because I wanted to wear them so bad.
Yeah, you made it all over the what was it like the boot watch or something
Yeah,
like
like
that?
pro direct boot watch, all this. And I was like, what? Emil Heskey was getting on to me the next day. He was like, "Oh, you're big time now." I was thinking, "No, get over it."
Hey, maybe you are.
No, no, no. Definitely not. Definitely.
Yeah, just going back to the King Power, it was obviously a great game. You lifted that trophy. It must, like you said, it felt amazing. Yesterday we spoke with Hannah and she said that she had her medal in her pocket for like 3 days. Did you do anything like that?
I was going around Tesco's going, "You're right, guys. I won the championship." Everyone was like, no, I had it everywhere, to be fair. I didn't really put it down. It was
Trying to
basically
get a
just a bit of
discount?
jewelry. Yeah.
I would have done the same, probably.
Just like, cashier, like, "Oh, see this? Won it again."
That I mean, I would have anything to get me a deal. Unfortunately, I'm
Honestly.
not a champion though. I'm also not very athletic, so um so what just kind of looking back at your career in general, what made you decide that you wanted to pursue football on a professional level as a career?
I've got an older brother, and I think if I don't mention him, he'll never forgive me. But basically, when we was little, my brother was always into football. My family are very big football fans, especially my dad. Oh my god! So like when I was little, I just got into it so young, and then I remember my nan bought me my first pair of boots, and then from then I just fell in love with it. Just fell in love with playing football all the time. I liked
Mhm.
doing my skills up against the boys and stuff like that. And then someone said to me, "Oh, you can actually make a career out of it." And I thought, well, why not then? I love playing football. It's the only thing I actually really love doing. And if you can make a job of something you love, then I think it's a sign of success and happiness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still in that point where I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for a living, but
But you're doing this. All you
yeah, I
need is
am doing
to
this.
subscribe with a bit of money, and then you're good to go, man.
Yeah, I guess so. Fingers crossed for the future.
Yeah.
Was there anyone like any players that you specifically looked up to or that you kind of copied their playing style as you were growing up, or you're just like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, make my own statements?
I think there was a lot of people, a lot of women footballers that influenced me and were big influences in the game, aka Kelly Smith, Farrah Williams,
Mhm.
Rachel Yankee, etc., etc. But no, I think I want to make my own sort of style of football. I mean, I'm trying, but like I just sort of want to play well, win trophies, and express myself, and that's literally, yeah, what I want to do, really.
And I absolutely think that you're doing that because watching you play every time, we're like, what are her feet doing? Like her footwork is insane. The way you just get around other players sometimes, I'm like, I don't know how she does it. But obviously, like I said, I'm not an athlete, so I genuinely don't know how you do it. But at the same time, it's just so impressive.
I just think a lot of training. I trained with when I was little. I trained with a lot of boys, and boys are so much better, faster, stronger. Their feet are quicker. I wouldn't say better actually. I think that's a lie. But yeah, they're quicker and stuff. So when you're around them, you sort of just kind of pick up their habits. And like a lot of my friends now are pro footballers, semi-pro. So I think that was a big part in why I play football the way I play. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm, absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, you're just phenomenal to watch. You're so entertaining to watch. And I think that you're definitely making moves like on and off the pitch, of course. And it's just so great to watch you play. So every time, like I said on the show, we always talk about Charlie. It's always Charlie coming up. So it's just really great watching you. And I'm just being 100% honest.
Oh, thanks.
If James was on here, he'd be like, Hannah, like, we get it. You always talk about it. But
who's James's favourite? If you used to say who's your favourite player, who's your favourite? You can't just say me because I'm on the camera.
I'm sure he's behind the scenes controlling everything, so I'm sure I'll get a text from him with an answer. So I'll have to let you know what he says.
Thank you. I'd like to hear that.
So looking forward to, looking back at your career, like you mentioned before, you came from Charlton Athletic and you joined Leicester City. So what kind of made you decide that you wanted to come join the Foxes?
Probably just Jonathan pure harassing me. No, I'm joking. No, I think when I was at Charlton, I played against Leicester, and I remember I got the ball, dribbled it past some of his midfield, passed it out wide, ran, carried on running, ball came back to me, and I banged it bottom bins, bottom left. And I remember Jonathan just like saying when he contacted my agent, he was just like, "Yeah, I want Charlie on board and that." And then from then, I was just like, when he was telling me about, you know, what he wants to do with the club and where he's going, I was literally sold. I was like, "Yeah, get me to that club right now." So then, yeah, now here I am.
That's awesome. And I'm glad you came. And every time we ask the players that have come on the show, and I said it to Hannah yesterday, it's like Jonathan just seems like he gets better and better every time someone says something about him, because he just seems like he's so personal with you guys. He makes sure to kind of just check in and be on board with you guys at all times, which is awesome.
I think it's, for a good manager, he needs to have good relationships with his players, 100%. I think I've got a lot of respect for Jonathan and a lot of deeper sort of connections with him, because he got me out of Charlton, where, not trying to be rude or anything, but like Charlton aren't really a team that's gonna, you know, push and try get Women's Super League and this, that, and the other. And I think after leaving United and obviously going to Charlton, I was in a bit of a weird place in my football career. It was a situation where like, oh, do you actually feel like you can pursue it as a career, like as a professional, like. So, and when he sort of like got me out of that hole, he sort of made me believe in myself as well.
Right.
And I think I can only respect him and thank him for doing that, because obviously now, like, I'm in the Women's Super League with the girls who also, he's probably done stuff like that to them. So I can only really thank him. But he has a good connection with the players, and I think he's a very humble, sort of jokey manager. And I think if you can joke with your manager, but then when it's serious, and we all listen to him, then it's a good sort of environment to be around.
Yeah, absolutely. And just hearing that, like we've mentioned before on the show, Jonathan did come on the show, and I think he was our first interview. So back then it was like probably a few months ago. I'm saying as if it was years ago. Back then I was probably like still learning how to do this, and he was just so amazing with us. And it was so refreshing for us as fans to see a manager treat players in the club like that. And we spoke with Jade as well, and it's like they care for the fans too. And we feel like we just would not see that at any other club. So hearing you guys talk about it and then hearing it firsthand from them, and then our experience as fans too, it's just amazing.
No, 100%. They're so cool. They're such good people. Like, that's all I can say. They're just such good people, and like it just shows. And like obviously with the mentality of the girls on and off the pitch, like, and obviously like why we're champions now, it's come from Jonathan and Jade and you know the staff. So yeah.
Yeah, it's so awesome. It's just so great to hear. I have no words for how amazing it is, because we see so many managers who just do their job for the sake of doing their job. So it's just really nice to hear that he's there for you guys too.
Yeah, he's cool.
So James did get back to me. If you're wanting to know the answer,
go on, let me hear it.
He said Sam or Ashley with a smile.
I knew he was going to say Sammy T. I think my dad watches this, and he always says that. He sort of says like similar, like not similar things, but he says like who's their favourite, because apparently you have like 6 people on the show sometimes, and you're all just like talking about it, and it's all crazy, and you're all just having your opinion. And he said like James like Sammy T and Ash. I don't blame them, to be fair, because I don't think they get enough recognition. Like they're so solid, them two.
They've been so great this season. They've been like a wall.
Yeah, a bit more.
We won't start talking about them and it won't turn into a show about them. But I like how you brought up your dad because I was so confused because I was assuming it was one of your family members on Twitter who likes
Oh,
everything we post. And I was like, well, she doesn't follow this person, so I'm not sure. Maybe they just have the same last name, but now you've answered the question.
the thing is, I don't really know how to work Twitter because I'm just on Instagram and that's sort of it. But even when I'm on Instagram, I'm not really on Instagram. But
Mhm.
my dad just seems to know everything about Twitter. Like he's so involved with the fans. Like he loves all that sort of stuff. And like he's so cute, bless him. He's actually so supportive and he loves you guys. I'm not even joking. He's probably your biggest fan. When you have a thing, he's putting it on, like watching it for like it's jokes. But yeah, he loves you guys. He thinks you lot are so cool.
Well, that's awesome. Now I feel like we should invite him onto the show. If he's such a big
So
fan.
I feel like if you invite him, he will actually be like a little member in your little with the screens. So I can't have this because it would be so embarrassing. He might say some really embarrassing things about me as well, and I can't have that
Oh, well,
because
now we'll definitely have to get him on the show.
I've got that cool persona, and I don't want him ruining my style, you know.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. So just kind of shifting, looking ahead to Sunday. So like we mentioned before, you are a supporter of Manchester United
I
and you
am.
were there previously. So how are you feeling going in facing them in the FA Cup on Sunday?
I support Manchester United men, not women, so I don't really care. But obviously, I'm not gonna lie. When Leicester beat the men the other day, I was cheering because come on, Leicester men, do you know what I mean? But to the game, I think we've got a good game plan, so I'm excited to see how we do. Obviously, I'm just struggling a bit with an ankle injury from Charlton, so hopefully, if I keep just resting and recovering and stuff, then I should be all right to play. Fingers crossed. But
Mhm.
no, I'm excited to see how we do and how we play against top 14. So it's going to be very exciting.
Oh yeah, I went to a show exactly like this a couple days ago with United fans because they wanted me to come on for like a preview.
Yeah,
And the comments were just like trying to get into my head. I was like, oh my God, like I have so much respect for these guys. These United fans are like into it and they are
no.
like,
So did you
coming
speak to
full
like
fledged.
Nuttina, Craney,
I spoke to
or
Matt and Gareth. And
yeah,
they mentioned you because I was like, well, I'm not sure how she's going to be because, you know, like when players play against their former clubs, you never know. And
yeah,
then Matt said that you're like wanting to score so badly against them.
yeah, of course. Yeah, it'd just be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be, but to be fair, I don't even mind if we win. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I don't care who scores as long as we win. But yeah, there. I think next year when you lot can come down and watch Leicester v United, it's going to be a battle of who screams the loudest in the stands, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Have you made any like chants or anything?
Me personally?
Just like you, yeah, you guys, because them United fans make chants like they're rappers.
I
There's
think
so many
I think Joe over at the Supporters Club a few months ago put out like a tweet asking people to come up with some, and I think they
Oh,
did.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
So I know there's definitely some, but if you're asking me to sing on the show right now, I'm sorry, I'm not going to.
Here's your time, man. Here's your time.
Do you have any hidden talents that you can whip out on the show if I sing?
I can clap. Maybe do
Oh,
some dancing in the background. No, I'm joking.
you could be my hype person.
Yeah, I'll be in the background. Go, yo, yo.
Yeah. Like that. Was it like X Factor or whatever? When it was like the two guys and one of them was like singing, the other guy was only doing like ad libs.
Yeah, definitely X Factor. Britain's Got Talent. Something weird like that.
That could be us.
Yeah, that's our thing, hand. So whenever
That'll be
you're
the
ready.
chant. Yeah. So going back to Sunday's match, like you said, you're facing United, a top four side in the WSL. It's absolutely going to make a statement to the WSL, I believe. So looking forward to the WSL. I'm saying WSL way too many times. Looking
You've said
forward to
it
the
like
Super
7 times.
League. I
Just
did
say it
that
one
when
more
we
time.
spoke to Remy too. I realized it after I like listened again. I was like, oh my God. When you go up to the Super League, how are you feeling going into that? You're just gonna be making fun of me the whole show,
I
and I'm
am.
totally
I
okay with
can't. I
that.
can't lie. I just can't stop saying we just need a little women's Super League there. No, obviously it's going to be a challenge for everyone involved, and like I think we're all really on board with how we want to play next season and stuff. But it's going to be exciting. Obviously, this is going to be like my first time in the Women's Super League, playing up against Women's Super League. Now you've got me saying it now, Women's Super League clubs. But yeah, like it's going to be exciting. I can't lie, I'm very excited. I feel like people are going to be very interested in watching us and like, you know, intrigued to see how we actually do next season. You know,
Absolutely. I definitely think that Leicester were very under the radar because at the start of the season, the favorites were Liverpool to, of course, win the league, having been in the WSL. And now you see like tweets about people predicting what the table is going to look like next season.
Yeah.
And everyone's putting Leicester mid-table now. And I'm like, oh, like I thought you guys would just assume that we'd be in the bottom because it's a championship side. But clearly people are actually watching now. And you have faced WSL sides this season. You did face Man City. There's that 2-1 loss. And people were predicting it would be way more goals for City. And you guys are showing that you are not a force to be reckoned with. So
yeah, we don't mess about.
Sorry?
So we don't mess about against these Women's Super League.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes you guys so fun. Because when we watch the games and you're pulling a Leicester, you are disrupting that big six.
Yeah, you know what's weird? Our team performs. I know this sounds crazy, but like in the big games, that's when everyone sort of thrives on it. But when we have like the little games, we sort of like don't really play as well. And it's a bit weird because you'd think like against the teams that aren't really as good as the Super League ones, we'd play better. But I don't know, it's just so I feel like next season, like we're gonna be so like underrated in every game because we're literally so up for the challenge every single time we play a big club. Do you know what I mean?
100%. You guys are definitely being underestimated. And that's exactly what Leicester men are like, because you expect them to do well against like relegation sides and they don't. But then they show up against the big six for no reason.
It's a Leicester thing, isn't it?
It is, apparently. So we're just kind of, I know you got some stuff going on. I don't want to take up all of your time. So we're going to switch over to some like little fun questions, just kind of outside of your career.
Yeah, let's go. Make it fun.
Well, it wasn't fun already?
No, it was. It was so fun, obviously. Bouncing off my chair. Let's make it even funner.
So your nickname CD7 at the club, of course, that's similar to CR7. So we're going to ask you this stereotypical football question, Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi, sorry. I love Ronaldo though, but yeah, Messi's just, I can't even explain how incredibly sick that guy is. He's too sick. But I love Ronaldo, but it's got to be Messi. Just because I think he's
expecting you to pick Ronaldo just because of that.
I know, I loved Ronaldo when he played for United as well, but Messi, some of the stuff, like I seen him beat like 9 players and then trip it over someone, like that's just ridiculous.
We're on the same wavelength, so that's good. That's good.
Do you have any...
Oh, sorry.
Did you say? Great minds think alike.
Oh, sorry.
That's
true.
True.
That is true. Do you have any pre-match superstitions or rituals?
Oh yeah. So basically, on the pitch, I always have my headphones in, and I've always got to listen to the same 4 songs when I'm walking around the pitch. So I walk onto the pitch from the centre, from the middle, go to the left, walk to the goal, walk all the way up, walk back, and then just chill in the centre circle, listening to 4 songs.
Are you willing to tell us what those are? I think it's popular on the channel.
I can give you one. That's all you're getting. Okay, cool. The song is Forever, Drake, Lil Wayne, Kanye West. Yeah, that's the song.
Is Eminem?
Yep, Eminem.
I got you. We're on the same wavelength. That's a good one.
That's one of my songs, yeah.
That comes up on my playlist a lot, and people are usually surprised when they hear it because they don't expect that from me.
Jamming that.
Exactly. Yep. So that answers one of our other questions because the fans love hearing your guys' music taste.
Yeah.
So just kind of in general, what is your music taste like?
I can go from A to Z real quickly. I can go from the Beach Boys to hard grime, London grime, to Ariana Grande, to like Little Baby in America. Like I literally go from A to Z. It's just crazy music. So I can listen to anything.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's better to have variety than just one thing, too.
Just a different mood, like sometimes I'm driving in the car and I want a little sing song, then I'll put like a Beach Boy song on. If I'm being a little rapper, then I'll put a bit of Little Baby on. If I wanna, I don't know, loads of different stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. And then another popular question that the fans love hearing the answer to on this channel is there anything that you have binged on Netflix recently?
Binged.
Or your favorite show if you're on a binger?
Have you seen, what's that? Oh, there's a show. Oh, Shadowbone. Have you seen that?
I've heard of it. I've heard it's really good, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm into like weird sci-fi stuff. I like rewatching stuff as well. I like You. Have you seen You?
I haven't yet. I
Oh,
heard
you need
it's
to
like
get on that.
real.
And you're miles off it. You're miles off it. You needs to be on the watch. Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Seen that. I love rewatching that. Breaking Bad. I like Breaking Bad. It's a good one. But I like watching films as well. So I could literally sit on Netflix and just go through films and just.
Do you have a favorite movie?
A favorite movie? Ooh. I like Harry Potter. I think I could watch Harry Potter every single day without a fail. Every single one. I like The Notebook.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my favourite films. And I like Jaws.
Oh, interesting. Some classics.
Yeah, I like sharks. I've got a weird thing.
You're gonna hate me. I've never seen a single Harry Potter movie. I'm so out of it.
Right, Han, I'm not even joking. We might have to cancel this. I have to close it.
James, end the recording.
It's done. How have you never seen Harry Potter, Han?
I don't know. I don't watch movies in general. I'm one of those people where I have to be like outside doing stuff or like doing an activity. I can't sit still. I lose my mind.
But it's Harry Potter.
Okay, how about this? I'll watch Harry Potter for you because Ashley came on the show and told me to watch Gogglebox, and I sat through that for about an hour long. And if I was willing to do that, I will happily watch Harry Potter for you.
The question is, did you enjoy Gogglebox?
It wasn't bad, but I was confused.
Yeah, it's because like it's different humours, isn't it? Like we're very much like it's just weird. It's watching people watch TV. No, Harry Potter's cool though. If you're into, I don't know if you'll like it though. What are you into? Are you into like magic and stuff? Not like.
I mean, I've read a couple of the books. I'm just lazy when it comes to the movies.
You've read the books and you haven't watched the film?
Only a couple of them. I haven't. No.
This isn't making sense. This isn't making sense right now.
It was like 15 years ago that I read the book, so.
Well, I've got a wand, and sometimes in the house I just go, Expelliarmus, to the fridge and that.
Okay, I promise I'll watch a Harry Potter movie for you.
Okay, cool. That's the deal then. Shape on it.
You got a deal. Perfect. So then your next question, this one I think is definitely going to be a bit of a challenge, or it might be super easy for you to answer. You're stuck on an island. You can only bring 3 things and one of your teammates. What items are you bringing and who makes the cut?
3 things and one person gets the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3 things.
This might have to be like strategic.
Oh, I need something to light things up. So I need a lighter or matches, 100%. Probably. Is it? Right, I've got to be quick because we've got a team meeting. One of them thermal jacket things, so it's waterproof so I can stay warm. And I think a knife. Okay, and who would I bring?
Oh wow.
I'm well into like Bear Grylls and that. Don't worry about me. A knife because I need to cut things. If I need to cut a tree down and make shelter, do you know what I mean? I've got the knife. Got the warmth because you need to stay warm, and I'll find water somehow. I don't know how. Look at me. I feel like I'm on the island now. And who would I bring? Who would I bring? I need someone who I need someone who's not going to do my head in. I need someone who knows how to survive. And I feel like my friends aren't the smartest, but the others might do my head in. So I think I'd bring Amy.
Okay.
Just because I feel like she's not the smartest, but I feel like if I told her, maybe I could be the brains of the operation, you know?
Right.
I wouldn't bring Remy because I feel like me and Remy would argue. Because we just would. And I feel like she don't know what's going on in the jungle.
On the island.
Yeah, so definitely wouldn't be Rem. But yeah, I think I'd stick with Amy. I think I'd bring Amy to the desert island.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe she'll feel honored that you chose her.
Yeah, I don't think Amy would pick me, but I'll pick her.
She might now that she knows that you got your Bear Grylls talent, so
it's an undercover talent, you know. I don't really want to go bragging about it, but yeah, like if I'm on a desert island, I think people should pick me because I would survive.
Fair enough. I mean, I would now that I know that you have all that skill because I probably wouldn't last long.
What did you answer the question? What did you pick if you were going to bring three things?
I probably something smart like you. I know you're in a rush, so I'm going to say 3 smart things like you.
No. Right, go on then quickly.
Okay, a knife. I won't bring a lighter because I think we could use some rocks and some wood.
Well, that's a lot of.
Yeah, but then you're staying active.
True.
You won't catch me doing runs, so that'll be the closest I'll get to activity.
I feel like you'd get someone else doing the rock thing.
I'll tell everyone what to do. And by everyone, it's going to be the 2 of us, and you're going to be the brains, and I'm just going to be the voice.
I get you.
But I'll let you go because I know you got some stuff going on, and it's been a pleasure talking with you. It's been super fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and thank you so much for coming on, and best of luck on Sunday, and congratulations on being a champion.
Thank you. See you lot later in a bit.
Thank you.